Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a great and wonderful day. Well, unfortunately, that we have this here where our whole system is just garbage, right? Let's put it that plainly. Our system is garbage. Our whole justice system is terrible, and it obviously needs to be a massive revamp. In fact, I'm hoping with whatever president, hopefully Donald Trump, if not Vivek Ramaswamy, gets in, that our justice system gets revamped so hard that they can't do anything to change the said justice system because it is legitimately garbage. Furthermore, this is a horrible story that is going out and happening because a man had went out and killed an 11-year-old boy and his stepfather. That's right. And he was released out on bond. This is disgusting behavior, and I'm getting real sick and tired of seeing this constantly across the country. Take a look.
He's charged with murdering an 11-year-old boy in Houston, and we first confirmed the suspect was out on bond for another murder at the time the boy was shot to death. Senior reporter Phil Archer's live now in Midtown with those details. Phil?
Yeah, it's something of a milestone for Harris County. A capital murder defendant, free on bond, awaiting trial, charged in a second capital murder. No one can remember that ever happening before. The defendant is 21-year-old Desmond Hawkins. He was first charged with capital murder after allegedly killing a man during a street robbery in 2016. Judge Maria Jackson allowed Hawkins to go free after posting a $90,000 bond, according to court documents, a move victim rights advocate Andy Kahn says would never have happened just a few years ago.
Yes, but unfortunately for him and all of us witnessing this tragedy and this horror is that this is happening across the country. Violent, horrible criminals being released early on bond or just don't get a sentence at all or get such a light sentence it doesn't really matter so that way they can go commit crimes. Here's what I want from these horrible judges doing these horrible sentences, and when they go out and commit more crimes, they should probably be punished for it. I mean, massively. This judge has said, oh, you get to be released on bond, and now that this person was released on bond, well, now he went to go commit out two more murders, a murder of an 11-year-old boy, and then a murder of the stepfather of the 11-year-old boy. So, Miss Judge, when is it going to be available, going to ring into your stupid little head that maybe, just maybe, when people commit capital murder, they should probably not be put on bond and be put in the jail cell for the rest of their bloody life? Now you have blood on your hands. You know why you have blood on your hands? It's because you let this guy out on bond. This guy went to go out and commit two more murders, that being an 11-year-old boy. And what do you have to say for yourself? What punishment do you get? Oh, you get no punishment. Because for some reason, our justice system has to protect these judges for releasing these people, for keeping these people, for doing horrible decisions. It's just like, how could you not be part of these two people's murder when you let them out and he went to go commit the murder immediately afterwards? It's complete asinine on the way our country is heading, and I want these judges sentenced and imprisoned for X period amount of time so that they don't do this again.
You just didn't get out on bond for capital murder, but I'm seeing this almost on a routine basis.
Wednesday, Hawkins was charged with capital murder again, as well as a separate charge of murder for a double killing last October at a West Side apartment building. 41-year-old Minville Solomon was shot as he tried to protect 11-year-old Dominic Sumchek. Both died. Khan says it's part of a disturbing trend. Since 2018, he's tracked more than 70 cases where people were murdered by dangerous felony suspects who'd been freed on bond after being charged with violent crime.
This is not in the best interest of public safety when you continue to release the same defendants time and time again who continue to commit crimes time and time again. And right now, I can unequivocally tell you over 70 people have paid the ultimate price for felony bond reform. That is their life.
So here we have it again. 76 people were killed because this great judge decided, oh, it's okay, let me release all these very dangerous people out, and guess what they did? They went and committed the horrible crimes against people. It's just like when you go release a child grabber, and for some unknown reason, the child grabber goes and commits the crime again. Are you just going to allow that happen, Miss Judge? Are you just going to keep letting these people die with the blood on your hands? So let's just say this, for instance, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you here, guys. I think that this judge should be held for 76 counts of aiding and abetting murder. You know why? Because when she released these people that were obviously violent, that were obviously terrible human beings, they all went out and killed 76 more people. Now, this is not for the individuals, per se, that killed 76 people, but all the people that she released have resulted in 76 people dead. So, how is she still a judge? How is she not imprisoned? And why are the people, the community, forced to live with this demonic and disastrous ruling because these people have no safety? Because the judge will just release these dangerous people whenever they see fit, just so that they can have a little say, oh, we like the reform. Well, guess what? The reform isn't bloody working because 76 people are dead because of your stupid reform and your stupid policies.
And Khan isn't the only one concerned about it. State Senators John Whitmire and Paul Betancourt say reform is needed. They've made standardizing bail bond assessments a top priority for the next session of the legislature. Khan says the county also begins to start keeping statistics on defendants free on bond who are then charged with other crimes, but so far that has not been embraced by Harris County commissioners. Reporting live in Midtown, I'm Phil Archer, KPRC Channel 2 News.
So now, even still, that these people, these other prosecutors and other people in high places, they want to still continue the reform, even though we're clearly seeing that reform is not working. Reform has been a demonstrous failure, and they still want to push these policies, even though 76 people are dead. How many more people do you want to die here? Do you want 100? Do you want 1,000? Please name the price or the amount of toll of death that you want for having these people constantly being released. Because it seems like it's almost a trend that these people are constantly being released out. So what we have here is this. We have this. Houston gang member was sentenced to life in prison without parole after a jury convicted him of killing an 11-year-old boy, and the child's stepfather while he was released on bond for a capital murder committed 4 years earlier. Harris County District Kim announced Wednesday. Desmond Hawkins, 23, was convicted of capital murder for fatally shooting Dominic Simzek on October 26, 2020. Authorities said Hawkins shot and killed by the boy is his stepfather, 41, Manuel Solomon, while the two sat in Solomon's car outside their home. A little boy with his whole life ahead of him was murdered because of a cold-blooded ambush in broad daylight, Hawks said. This was a capital murder, and the appropriate sentence is life in prison without parole. I don't know about you, but considering the fact this guy murdered already once without, legitimate reason, and then he went to go murder 2 people, maybe we should probably suggest a death sentence. Maybe we should probably erase this guy from our society, considering he has no problem going around killing children of all things. Yeah, maybe this guy does not deserve to be around our society, and he'll probably go and kill people in prison if he ever gets the chance to. So, he probably wouldn't be very good for prison life, and he probably won't be very good for, obviously, civilian life. So, he should probably be removed from our society so he doesn't harm and kill anybody again. At the time of Simzek's murder, investigators and Hawkins was free on bond for a capital murder that occurred on October 10th, 2016. In that case, authorities said Hawkins was arrested for shooting, killing, and robbing John Pry, a man he knew. Hawkins was then released on bond with an ankle monitor equipped with a GPS tracker. According to OGG, he was wearing the monitor when he killed the boy and his stepfather for 4 years later. Yes, because the ankle monitor really did a good job of preventing this guy from murder. It's almost like if he was in prison, he wouldn't be able to commit this heinous and horrible crime, and the little boy would still be alive today. Thank you, Judge. About a week before the shooting, investigators said the boy's stepfather reported to police that a man he did not know tried to kill him by shooting at him while he was parking his Mercedes-Benz sedan in the driveway of his Houston town house. Solomon told police he did not know why he had been targeted. Authorities said on the day of the murder, the GPS monitor that Hawkins was wearing showed that he was walking around Solomon's driveway and waiting for him to come home. Hawkins cut a hole in the chain-link fence to get to the man faster and waited for at least 3 hours for Solomon to come home to murder him, Ogg said. Oh, so now he was just waiting to kill the guy. Great. Fantastic. You really know how to do it, Judge. As Solomon backed into his driveway with a child in the passenger seat about 4:30 p.m., Hawkins reportedly went through the hole in the fence, shot the 11-year-old twice, then shot Solomon 4 times, killing them both. Yes, so this man, even though the child had nothing to do with it, nothing at all, he was just a passenger, and he goes and shoots the child 2 times. Please tell me on why this man is even remotely released or even out on bail. Please, Judge, please tell me. Give me the actual legitimate reason on why this guy was released. Please, I want to know. Jurors listened to all the available evidence during a 2-week trial and before convicting Hawkins late Monday. Was automatically sentenced to life in prison and will never be eligible for parole. He should never be eligible for life, in my opinion. Assistant District Attorney Nancy Tubb prosecuted the case with ADA Christopher Condon, who are both assigned to the Harris County District Attorney's Specialized Homicide Division. Based on what we saw in the evidence, we believe this was an orchestrated hit, Condon said. The jury did the right thing in handing down a conviction for capital murder. Yes, they probably should have had him down for capital murder years ago and him not being released to see the daylight again. Well, this is the way that we're going to do this now, I guess. We're just going to let guys go free, have them commit more murders, and kill an innocent child until he's actually truly convicted. So I guess children have to die until they're truly done here. I'm done with this story, guys. This makes me way too angry. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care.